Barcelona's transfer strategy is making headlines once again, and this time the story goes way deeper than you think. Before snapping up Rooney Bargi for a bargain fee, Barca were ready to splash €10 million on Argentine wonderkid Ian Subie from River Plate. But that's only the beginning. From Deco's bold recruitment decisions, Hansi Flick's trust in youth, to shock links with ex-Man United star Mason Greenwood, plus Joan Laporta firing back at Real Madrid, this is one of the most explosive Barcelona news updates yet. We'll also break down potential January exits, including Ter Stegen uncertainty and Mamadou Mbak's likely departure. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications for the latest Barcelona transfer news, rumors and breaking updates. Barcelona tried to sign Argentine winger in €10 million deal before Rooney Bargi. The signing of Rooney Bargi during the summer transfer window has quickly proven to be a shrewd piece of business from FC Barcelona. The sporting department, spearheaded by director Deco, opted for the Swedish winger with a strong focus on value for money, closing the deal for just over €2 million, a bargain considering his potential and impact. Since arriving, Bargi has made a big impression, delivering convincing performances whenever he has been given a chance by manager Hansi Flick. Barcelona wanted Ian Subie before Bargi. However, according to Carlos Montfort of Sport, before committing to Bargi, Barcelona had another young winger firmly on their radar, Ian Subie of River Plate. Indeed, Barca had been scouring South America for a young, skillful wide player, and Subie's profile strongly appealed to the sporting leadership. So much so that Barcelona even submitted a formal offer close to €10 million for the 18-year-old Argentine attacker, who scored 3 goals in 6 matches at the most recent South American U20 Championship. However, in the end, the La Liga champions opted to move for Bargi with the insistence of Deco. The Swedish youngster was a personal favorite of the former midfielder, who had been tracking him for months. Even a long-term injury failed to cool the Barca director's interest, as he trusted the player's talent and potential. In the end, the club chose Bargi, a decision that now looks clearly justified. So far this term, the 20-year-old Swede has scored 1 and assisted 2 goals from 341 minutes in 13 matches across all competitions. As for Subie, he remains at River Plate and continues to attract interest from several major European clubs, with his contract running until December 31, 2026. Barcelona transfer news. Barca, weighing up, surprise move for ex-Man UTD attacker. Barcelona are reportedly interested in signing Marseille attacker Mason Greenwood in the near future. The 24-year-old has made a positive impact on the continent since departing Manchester United in both Spain and France. Greenwood is currently competing in Ligue 1, where he has netted 11 goals and provided 3 assists across 15 appearances during 2025-26. The Englishman has scored 3 goals in his last 2 matches, including a brace in the Champions League versus Union SG. Since making the permanent move from Man United to Marseille in July 2024, Greenwood has scored 36 goals in 57 games. Barca considering move for Mason? According to Team Talk, Barcelona are considering a highly controversial move ahead of the 2026 transfer windows. The report claims that the impressive form of Greenwood at Marseille has piqued the interest of the Spanish giants. It is understood that Les Olympians could demand as much as £100 million for the services of the one-time England international. As well as Barca, Tottenham Hotspur are named as a potential interested party, although a move back to the Premier League remains unlikely. Greenwood will be looking to rack up the goals for Marseille on Sunday afternoon, when they face Bourg-en-Bresse Piranhas in Coupe de France. Is there any way back for Greenwood? Ever since breaking onto the scene at Old Trafford, Greenwood has shown the potential to become a world-class star. It is believed that the 24-year-old is pushing hard for a move to an elite European club to showcase his talents fully, with Barcelona fitting the bill. However, the Catalan club's hierarchy are keenly aware of the backlash that awaits if they choose to chase Greenwood. In recent weeks, there has been a lot of animosity generated between the presidents of Barcelona and Real Madrid. Joan Laporta and Florentino Perez have gone back and forth with comments made in public, and the latter has now had another say on Thursday. Earlier this week, Joan Laporta took aim at Real Madrid once again, accusing the club of suffering from what he described as acute Barcelonitis. He later returned to the issue during Barcelona's Christmas event, where he expanded on his comments. In his speech, Laporta specifically pointed to Real Madrid TV's repeated coverage of the ongoing Negreira case, highlighting it as part of what he believes is a sustained campaign against Barcelona, according to Sport. I have to say that this dimension that we have reached also generates envy, and that these are managed very badly by those who, using bad arts, break all codes of conduct, ethical and moral, and not only sporting ones. I suppose you know who I am referring to, those who are the architects of permanent smear campaigns against our shield and our essences. And we are not going to allow this. They are the same ones who confuse power with unenlightened despotism, those who practice cynicism and excessive arrogance, those who have a piece of television from which they vomit lies and intoxicate constantly and permanently. Laporta has had enough of Real Madrid digs. In early December, Joan Laporta tried to ease tensions with Real Madrid president Florentino Perez, but that attempt has clearly failed. Barcelona's president has now made it obvious that both he and the club are deeply frustrated with the comments coming from Madrid, which explains why he has responded so strongly and repeatedly in public. Before the Negreira investigation emerged in early 2023, relations between Barcelona and Real Madrid at an institutional level were relatively stable. However, that relationship has since deteriorated significantly, and there is now an ongoing war of words between the two giants. Whether Perez or any senior Real Madrid official chooses to reply to Laporta remains to be seen. On the sporting side, Barcelona are expected to face major limitations in the upcoming January transfer window, making new signings very difficult. Instead, departures are more likely. In the first team, Marc-Andre ter Stegen is one of the players whose future is under serious discussion. Meanwhile, at Barça Athletic, Mamadou Mback looks set to leave the club after 2 seasons in Catalonia. Mback, who joined Barcelona permanently from LAFC in the summer of 2024 following a short loan spell, has failed to impress Hansi Flick's coaching staff enough to earn a first-team opportunity. Now 23 years old and with his contract expiring at the end of the season, Barcelona are keen to sell him sooner rather than later in order to generate funds and avoid losing him for free. According to Africa Foot via MD, there are a number of clubs interested in signing back in January. Champions League side Slavia Prague are keen, with the same also being said for Europa League competing FC Basel. In Spain, Cadiz and Malaga are said to be in the race, although they are both behind the aforementioned European clubs. Barcelona want back salary off the books. It is no secret that Barcelona want to save money by getting unwanted players' wages off the books, and Mback is one of those who this applies to. Given that he has no future in Catalonia, the club want to let him leave now, which would give some leeway in terms of being able to offer better wages of prospective signings. It will be interesting to see how the situation with Mback plays out in the lead up to the winter transfer window. Barcelona have made it clear that an exit is very possible, although it will still need to be on their terms. If not, there is a chance that the Senegalese sees out his contract at the club. Barcelona's recent moves show a clear strategy, smart signings, long-term planning and bold leadership decisions. Choosing Rooney Bargi over a €10 million deal for Ian Subie already looks like a masterstroke by Deco. At the same time, controversial links to Mason Greenwood, rising tension with Real Madrid, and looming player exits prove that Barca's future is still full of twists and pressure. With the January transfer window approaching, every decision could define Barcelona's season, both on and off the pitch. Will Barca stick to youth, cash in on unwanted players, or shock the football world with a blockbuster move? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Was Bargi the right choice? Should Barcelona consider Greenwood? And as always, subscribe for daily Barcelona news, transfers, and analysis.